Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Connect podcast. Today, we're joined by Guy Weerarathne from Smart Wealth Financial Services. Welcome, Guy.
Thanks for having me, Brooke. It's great to be here.
All right, let's kick things off. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do?
Sure. So I run Smart Wealth Financial Services. What makes us a little different is that we are all about long-term relationships, not just ticking off a loan and moving on. I'm a mortgage broker, and I get that finance is a huge part of everyday life forces. It's often where the dream of home ownership starts. But let's be real, with all the different lenders, fixed or variable rates, offset accounts, redraw options, it can get pretty overwhelming. That's where we come in to guide people through the noise and help them make decisions that actually fit their lives. Everyone's different, their incomes, their goals, their timelines. Sometimes a client might not be ready right now for a loan, but with the right advice, we can help get them there. When it comes to finance, there's no one size fits all, and that's how we approach it. Thank you.
Love that. Now, housing is obviously a big part of it, but can you walk us through the loan services that you offer?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with first home buyers, investors, and people wanting to refinance for a better deal. On top of that, we help with self managed super fund, or we abbreviate that SMSF or SMSF loans, personal loans, car loans, and asset finance. At the end of the day, it's all about finding the right solution for the client, saving them money, giving them flexibility, and hopefully freeing up some cash for the fun stuff, like a nice Friday night out.
That's
Thank you, Brooke.
true. All right, so let's dive into first home buyer loans. What sort of government incentives are out there right now?
That's a good question there, Brooke. If you are eligible, you could get into first home loan with just a 5% deposit and skip paying lender's mortgage insurance, which could save you about, let's say, 20,000 upfront. There's also the $10,000 first home owner grant, and depending on the property price, you might not have to pay stamp duty either. Another 20,000 also saved. We break it all on our website, but honestly, it's best to have a quick chat because everyone's situation is a little different.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now back to those SMSF loans. They're definitely more specialized. Why would someone come to you instead of just any other broker?
Yeah, SMSF loans are a bit of a different beast. They are more complicated because they involve super laws and lending laws. Our clients really like our clients really like that we work closely with their financial planners and accountants, so everyone on the same page. Since I used to be a financial planner myself, I know both sides of the story, what the fund needs to stay compliant and how to get the right loan. We help with all the tricky bits like bare trust, personal or corporate trustees, or trust deeds, liquidity rules, all that behind the scenes stuffs, so the client can focus on growing their super for retirement.
Awesome. So these days, people can just walk into any bank or apply for a loan online. Why should they go through a broker like you instead?
Such a good question, Brooke. The thing is, when you walk into a bank, you are only seeing that one bank's product. They are working for themselves, not for you. We have got access to over 35 lenders, so we can shop around to find what really suits you. Plus, when you make lots of direct inquiries at different banks, it can mess with your credit score. With us, we protect your credit rating because we only apply when we are confident you are good to go. And we are super flexible, after hours or weekends, whatever works for you. It is just a smoother, less stressful experience that we want to give it to you.
Yeah, that definitely is Important. You mentioned that you're a bit different from other brokers. How do you think you are?
Oh, yes, for sure. It's all about seeing the bigger picture there, Brooke. We are not just looking at your loan, we also understand tax stuff, business structures like, say, for an example, companies, partnerships, sole trader, and all kinds of trust, superannuation, invest in the full financial ecosystem. That means that we can work with your accountant, your lawyer, your financial planner, whoever you need to make sure everything lines up properly. Whether you are buying your first home, growing your investment portfolio, or consolidating debt, car loan, asset finance, or setting up a SMSF, self managed super fund, we have got the know how to help. So that's the difference between us and the others.
That makes sense. And I think it's great that you work with other people's accountants, lawyers and stuff and not just use your own. Now, some
Absolutely.
people do get a bit nervous about taking out such a big loan, especially thinking long term. What would you say to them?
Yeah, it is really a valid concern, Brooke. People often worry what happens if I can't work in the future. A lot of them think that insurance inside the super, like life cover, total and permanent disability, or we abbreviate that TPD, income protection is enough, but usually it is not quite the full picture. Because of my background in risk advice, I'm across this stuff. And if you spot a gap, I'll suggest chatting with a trusted financial advisor. It is just not about getting the loan, it is about making sure you can keep the home and protect your family future too. That's the difference between the others and us.
That makes complete sense. So now, if someone wanted to get in touch with you or had a question about a loan or was interested in your services, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Super easy. Just give me a call or shoot me a text to start. We'll tee up a time that works and get the ball rolling from there. My number is 0425349916, or you can jump onto my website. That's www.mortgagechoice.com.au/guy.my family name. So that's spelled WEERARATHNE and reach out that way too. Okay. So we work with clients all across Australia through virtual meetings. And if you are around Dingley Village in Victoria, I'm more than happy to catch up face to face too. Thanks so much for tuning in, and big thanks to you, Brooke. Thank you.
Thanks, Guy, for coming on. We really appreciate it. And if anyone has any other questions, definitely reach out to Guy. We've worked with him before and we very much trust him. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Guy.
Thanks, Brooke. Thank you. Bye for now.